Alrighty. What up, guys? What the fudge nuck is going on? Gotta say it like that inside the first 15 minutes. Actually, I don't know because I'm on live stream if that really matters or they care about that. But regardless, what the fuck is up, y'all? We're gonna be doing a reaction to. I'm just trying to make sure the stream is good and live. Check it. But we're going to be doing a reaction to One Piece chapter 1081. It's been a few weeks since we did a reaction on the channel to One Piece. It's just hard with timing sometimes work when One Piece comes out. When people want to watch One Piece, just does not work with me. So I've been delaying reading it, trying to get it in and all of that. But if I can't read it on stream on time, I'm just gonna probably start reading it. If I can't read it on stream, I'm gonna come on stream and do the stream. If anybody wants to drop by, feel free. But yeah, guys, let me pull this up. I have it right here. Again, let me go and make sure the stream is running okay. Looks like it's okay. Looks like we had some slight lags early, but we're doing okay right now. Eh. It's straight. All right, though. Let's get into it. Last chapter, Garp did some crazy stuff. We saw members of Sword. It revealed finally what the true intentions of Sword actually is, how each member kind of interact with each other in the world and the government as a whole. And then at the end, we got Garp diving in from a ship, basically mimicking Luffy's intro from Marineford. Ship falling from the sky, Garp falling from the sky, and he just hits them with one of the most devastating attacks that we've had in the series yet, which is the Galaxy Fist. It looked amazing. It sounds amazing. It is amazing. But we're going to see the effects of what that actually had here in just a second. Okay. Ooh, Lord. I already don't like the title of this chapter. Chapter 1081, Kuzan, 10th captain of the Blackbeard Pirates. Where will this battleship land? This isn't good. So are we gonna? Because we already know that Garp and Garp and Kuzan were like this basically. Garp instilled Kuzan's sense of justice, and he taught him basically the ropes of being a great marine. So are we gonna get a square off between these two coming? And if so, is Kizaru? I keep saying Kizaru. Is Kuzan gonna be the one who takes out Garp, which would be pretty. It might be the one who saves Garp though. Okay. They're sent flying, and he's just smiling. He looks like he did it with ease. It's gonna crush us. And then we got Groose with his clay ordination. So what is he doing? Okay, catching the boat. Okay, so Groose must work with Garp sometime or something. He looks like he's not worried about anything. He's just in this and he knows what's up. Is that Tashigi? That is Tashigi. Okay, if Tashigi's gonna be here, where's Smoker gonna be? Because we've seen Tashigi twice now. No Smoker though. So really wondering where that's going to be. I was really a proponent of Smoker being somewhere on Egghead and appearing and helping them out in some way, which he still might. But the time we've been here and not seen him, it's looking less and less likely. Okay. Garp, that bastard. I'll never forgive you, you old fossil. Listen up, you snot-nosed pirates. If you so much as blink, you'll end up in a world of pain. Bodies. That man Garp catching bodies, y'all. Bodies, y'all. What a letdown. Talk about a frustrating. I've really lost. Oh, he's mad that he didn't level the place anymore. So, like everybody's been talking about all of the One Piece tubers and everything. Garp, even though he put out a display like he did last chapter, he's mentioned before, and of course we just know off of just natural knowledge, age, and everything like that, that he's weakened from what he used to be, which to think that Garp wasn't Garp had to be like top 2 to 3 in the world in his prime, with Gold Roger, with Whitebeard, with Big Mom, with Kaido, with Shiki, all of them, Captain Morgan or whatever the fuck his name is, all of them. He had to be up there. Zebek, he had to be up there. I'm not putting him lower than top 3 in his prime. No doubt, guy is top 3 in his prime. Let's see. I've really lost my touch. You've got to be kidding. That wasn't enough destruction for you, old man? Vice Admiral Garp. Okay, it's Kobe. And somebody's behind him, looks like. Might just be a random prisoner. Ah, Kobe. You don't look too shabby. Damn you, Kobe. I'm so glad you weren't murdered. Reunited and it feels so good. Hey, what up, Export? Nah, I'm only like a few pages in. Nice to see you, man. It's been a minute. Haven't been able to stream a One Piece chapter in a minute. So I'm on the part where Kobe's reuniting with Garp, Himepo, and all the crew. Okay, Garp-san sure is a naughty boy running wild like that. I can't believe he just called Kobe the future of the Marines. You a hater, Groose, with your whack-ass hat. I can't let him get ahead. Okay, so that's your rival. Say whatever you want behind their backs, but you can't deny that these bonds is wholesome as fuck. Or no, wholesome and cute. I added that as fuck. It is wholesome as fuck, though. Kobe. Oh, no, we read that part. Wow, even non-sword members came. Who are the non-sword members? Because we know Groose and the crew are sword members. I like how we're getting some, like, Marine camaraderie, a glimpse into how, like, Marines and their relationships work. We've gotten it in the past, but it's kind of been a while, I feel like. So this kind of, it's good to see the other side. Just like Attack on Titan taught us, the other side has their means, their reasons for fighting too. So it's good to see that. Let's see. Vice Admiral Kobe Senpai. Okay, so it's Hibari. Kobe Senpai ain't safe yet. He keeps running with that shackle on. He'll wind up dead. Or if he keeps running with that shackle. Okay, what is this shackle that's keeping a guy like Kobe, who is the future of the Marines, a guy who, like, Rocky Port incident hero, the hero, like, how is just a ball and chain shackle keeping this man down? It makes no sense. This has to be a special. Like, Oda, you're going to have to explain this a little bit more. Man trained by Garp? Top 3 in the verse all time? Like, in his prime? No doubt. Trained by Garp, that Garp. And he getting held down by a ball and shackle makes no sense. Got to be explained. So, Hibari gets iced, which, damn, I was starting to like her. R.I.P. Nah, just kidding. This is One Piece, guys. Come on now. Hibari-san. Hibari. Kuzan. Kuzan-san. What are you doing? Please hurry and unfreeze. Oh, crap. This is where Kuzan's going to have to basically make his sacrifice to keep himself undercover for whatever he's doing. I'm 100% positive he's undercover for some reason or another. He's not really with Blackbeard. That just goes against, I feel like, everything he kind of stands for, even though the world government doesn't really go for what he stands for either, in my opinion. I think he's more of a revolutionary, if I would have to say anything, which was the group I think he should have actually joined. Yeah, it's Aokiji. Let's hear it. Let's hear it? Does he mean hear it? Let's hear it for Captain Kuzan. Show him, Kuzan-chan. It'd be a bad look if Kobe escapes. while Teach is away. 2 years ago, Akainu and Aokiji had a fierce duel over the fleet admiral position roughly a year after that. Whoa, what the hell happened? Forget that. It's Blackbeard. Let's get the hell out of here. On a certain island in the New World. Oh, this is where Teach recruits him. Okay. There's no point asking who did it. There's only one person. Y'all can see. Yeah. On the stinking planet capable of this. There you are, Aokiji. And he just chilling with his circle glasses. Got his hipster look going on, his bummy hipster look. Drinking some agua? Whiskey? Some. Why'd you have to freeze all my buddies out there? You better undo it. Man, you're loud. I think twice about using your Quake power. He's a counter. Oh, if Blackbeard cares about anybody, any of his crew, Kuzan is a hard-ass counter. Yo! And he got San Juan Wolf back there just frozen up. What island is this? They just said a certain island, right? And they got like little balls and stuff. I bet somebody will figure out what island or where that is. I'm pretty heartbroken right now. And guess who's to blame for my foul mood? Zha-ha-ha-ha-ha. You're one crazy son of a bitch, Ice Pop. Da-ha-ha-ha. Look who's talking. Wish we had more booze here. Okay, what are they vibing? Okay, wait, yo. Okay, so they're about to square up, and now San Juan Wolf is unfrozen, and then they're talking about booze. Okay. So what did that Akainu prick say after that? To think we came up together, and now we got to kill each other. It makes my blood boil. Then I said, that'll be the magma. Nah. Okay, so he in here fake capping on. Okay, it guaranteed now. Guaranteed. Akainu and Kuzan are into it together. Like, they're not opposing. This is a setup. He's back there back talking him, faking like he is basically against him. He's been an undercover cop. He's been the op. He's been a narc. He is, yeah. It's pretty plain to me now. You can't get much more obvious. Let's see what happens, though. He's going to fake kill somebody. He's going to kill Garp, though, or something like that. He's going to make that sacrifice to stay undercover for the greater good in the end. Somewhat like the guy from Bleach, Gin Maru, or whatever his name is. You know, the guy with the white hair and the slanted eyes. And there's a couple other examples of this, but he's going to make a huge sacrifice, I think, in the end to help bring down Blackbeard. That's my prediction, at least. For now. As you can see, I'm down dang, that's really crazy. I'm down a leg thanks to him. I have to use my ice to replace it. Let's see. Reese M. Lucas. What up, Lucas? Or Reese? Reese? I hope that's how you say it. Reese. Hello. We're in the middle of some One Piece 1081 right now. I have no idea what page. I'm on TCB, OnePieceChapters.com. Let's see. Where are we, though? Let's get back to it. Yeah, you admirals sure don't fool around. What about Akainu? Did he tear off an arm? Nah, but I'm sure he's pretty banged up all over. Okay, that's a little Muhihi. Speaking of injuries, Commodore D. I hate how they be talking. Do you reckon this guy has info on the man marked by flames? Marked by flames? It's your old friend. There are 4 super valuable red poneglyphs out there. Kaido and Big Mom apparently have one. That means 2 of them are up for grabs, but there's no knowing where they are. We heard a rumor that a man marked by flames has one. I do? Not you. You own yo, Oda madman, bro. You saw everybody talking about, oh, it has to be Kuzan or whatever, man marked by flames, when he first dropped that line way back after Wano. And he's over here trolling now, like, oh, me? Are y'all talking about me? That's crazy. Ho 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 ho. Oh, it's Lafitte. It is said that that man can be found on a pitch black ship. Oh, what? On a pitch black ship. So, is this not gonna be what's his face? Da da she da da she guy. Saul. Cause I don't think he's out in the world pirating right now, not to my knowledge. He may very well have a fruit power. Okay, wait, what? And if anyone sails near the end, they end up swallowed by a giant whirlpool. Huh. This is adding a lot. It's, what is it? Rize? Rize? Is it Rize or Rize? But wow, okay, I was just assuming by now that the man marked by flames was gonna be Saul, because obviously he was burned by Ohara. He should have known a good amount by now about Ohara because they took all of Ohara's stuff, so he should kind of have been doing that research. I assume he's been doing that research, so it would make the most sense, but this isn't really correlating with Saul. It's not Aokiji. So this is more looking like it's going to be a whole new character in general. Let's see. I bet he's with the government. We all know they're hardly angels. It wouldn't be surprising if they kept a stone or two for themselves. For real. I mean, why would the government not go and find a stone or two if Eam is literally trying to prevent Joy Boy's existence in the revealing, the studying, or anything to do with the Void Century? So why wouldn't they just take a poneglyph? That's always been a questioning for like a lot of people, is why wouldn't you find a poneglyph? You have to know. You have to have some intel. You have secret agents all over the world. You're manipulating news all over the world. But somehow you can't get someone to get to a poneglyph to get it and get it into your custody. It's just like, I feel like you would want to go out on almost an all-out mission to like do this. And you have a weapon that can destroy a whole island. Use it. Use it against the pirates. What are you doing? Back to the story though. That's just a little gripe. It'd be surefire way of preventing any pirate from even claiming. I like how Oda's just like addressing all of the like little points we've brought up over time with him. The poneglyphs hold nothing but bitter memories for me. I don't remember seeing any giant garnished redstone at Ohara. What I do remember is a dear friend taking a stand against the government. So maybe it is Saul though. And the traumatized eyes of a little girl that forced me to take fate into my own hands. What's with the sob story? Commodore, what do you want to do? His power could be quite useful. Should we steal? Oh, Lafitte always about that action. I can guarantee that Lafitte always going to be about that action. I wonder if that warm eddy from the beginning. Oh, is caused by this man. Yo, that's a good shout. That is a good shout, Lucas. Huh. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I can hear you, asshole. I'll send you all back to the Ice Age. Why? I heard you were hunting devil fruits. Bring it on. Hang on, Kuzan. My pal's just being... Blackbeard said he ain't ready for that right now. My pal's just being an idiot. I wasn't planning on doing that, in fact. How would you like to join my crew? What are they? Oh, he's already frozen a couple. Is that Pizarro? Azaru, Pizarro, or whatever y'all know. Alvaro Pizarro. And oh, it's the other guy with the nose. I forgot his name. Pretty sure, is he like a fishman or something? The drunk guy. You know, I live by a different definition of justice. The Guardians of Justice dumped you. So what's next? Don't be a moron. You can't think a couple of drinks is enough to win me over. Hey, hey. You've got pirates all wrong. Just or we ain't just a merry band of chums bumming around together. We all profit from having our own agendas. That's what makes us pirates. Yeah, I mean the Straw Hats are like that too, but they become more of a merry band of chums bumming around together kind of a thing. But they definitely all have their own agendas. Seeing Blackbeard's old outfit is kind of cool to see, not gonna lie. Let me that is Blackbeard's old outfit, huh? That does throw me back. Everybody got on their old fits. Yeah, this is his Marineford outfit, looks like. The entire thing. He's missing... Is he missing the same teeth? Okay. You're free now. So what do you want to do? Hey, Kuzan. You'd better unfreeze Hibari. Let us take Kobe and get your ass back in uniform. You're as direct as ever, Garp-san. I've always loved that about you. And that's why I'm not going to do any of those things. I've decided to live life on my own terms. I respect that, but what are you doing with Blackbeard? I don't know if he's the one. 10th captain of the Blackbeard Pirates. Ice Ball. Vice Admiral. Of course he's going to break out of that. Your number one protege versus your new favorite. Oh, wait. Okay, or Kobe. Your number one protege versus your new favorite. Can you kill one to save the other? Okay. You're a little jealous. Y'all brothers there. Y'all both Garp's Marine sons. I thought I taught you to live in the now. Blue hole. What is I wonder what Garp's like names, his move naming is based off of. Kuzan freezing Hibari is pretty funny if the theory that she You know what? I completely forgot about that, and that makes a lot of sense, to be honest, why Oda did that to her, even with the Kobe and all of that connection too in there. Makes a lot of sense. So he basically just hit Kuzan straight through the ground with the blue hole. I wonder if that has anything to do with like the galaxies and like black holes and all of that too. But yeah, some more Conqueror's Hockey. It's just every hit looks like Conqueror's Hockey. Go. Winter Island, New World. You can't even call yourself pirates anymore. Oh, gosh. We're back in the present. Oh, gosh. Oh. Guys. My guy. Man handling admirals at his age is insanely impressive. Yeah, nah. Garp is... I mean, he's Luffy's grandpa, and we see what Luffy can do. How many times Luffy gets up. How many bodies Luffy has caught. And Luffy's not even in his prime yet. This guy's the hero of the Marines going head-to-head with Roger. Rivaling Roger. Yeah, he's impressive, man. What up, Zigzag? Man, don't say Rip Law. To be frank, I know it's expected. I said it way back when I read the chapter of Law fighting Blackbeard. I was like, why did he have to? I'm okay with Kid getting one-shotted. I'm okay with that. I don't think Kid is dead. Shanks probably wouldn't kill Kid, even though he threatened his friends. Shanks isn't really like that I would like to think. I wasn't worried about Kid. I don't really care about Kid, and I don't dislike Kid. But Law, you see that Law sword back there? Y'all see that Law painting back there? Yo, that's my guy. And Blackbeard is foul, man. When I say foul, this guy is, I fear, man. I fear it. Because Law has a devil fruit that he would absolutely want to take. Let me finish reading. Oh my gosh, I didn't see this panel. Bruh. Winter Island, New World. Okay, Blackbeard standing over Law's hat. The Polar Tang, the Heart Pirate submarine, is currently sinking to the ocean floor, torn to pieces. Zihahahaha. Without a ship, you can't even call yourselves pirates anymore, let alone escape. Beppo. Oh my gosh. I don't like seeing Law like this, man. Okay. The owners of the 100 hearts you stole at Rocky Port are still living on. Interesting. If I bring them your heart, we'll have a toast. Is this Beppo? Okay, Chopper's remembering something, or Beppo's remembering something Chopper said. I can't guarantee it'll work, okay? Munch. Oh! Yo! Ooh! Ooh! Beppo about to eat a rumble. Okay, this is why Oda didn't do a Beppo Sulong back in Wano. I think this is why we didn't get a Beppo Sulong. We're about to get. Is this about? Oh my. Okay, what is Beppo doing? Now, what should we do with the Opi no Mi or the Op fruit? Sell or use it? Don't suppose you'd fancy making me immortal. Yeah, I doubt he would do that. Keep your paw. Oh, this is why Oda didn't reveal Sulong, Beppo, and Wano. He was specifically waiting for this moment. Waiting for my moment. Let's go. Oh, Beppo is huge. But Beppo can't do this on his own. Maybe he's going to buy enough time for Law to escape. Is this where Beppo sacrifices himself? And this is a total cheat because all you need is a rumble ball to activate Sulong. Fuck the moon. Carrot can use a rumble ball. That's lit. I think Beppo about to sacrifice himself. Winter Island, New World. Crap, they're escaping by sea. Who? Bro, is that Law on Beppo's back? That's hilarious. So they're shooting. Okay. On this day, the Heart Pirates we're about to get were completely eradicated. Go back, Beppo. Huff, huff. We can't abandon our crew. We can't go back, but trust them, Captain. From the freezing ports of the north till now. Huff, huff. We've always survived. None of us will let it end here. We've overcome so much together. So don't you dare die, Captain. Please don't die. Led by Trafalgar Law, we're soundly defeated. A humiliating retreat. Yo, One Piece. Oh my gosh, I love One Piece. I love One Piece. That's the feeling right there. I needed that dopamine today, guys. Okay, let's see. What are y'all saying? Rip Law. Oh, hey. Honestly, Law showed way better than Kid. Is because Law didn't get the was completely eradicated line. He got was soundly defeated. Which, bro, we can't argue who is Oda's favorite. Law is. The way he disrespects Kid compared to Law is crazy. Kid might still, I think Kid's going to come back just like Law. Somehow they're going to make their comeback with their team. But where does Law go from here? He escaped, but where does he go from here? Who does he link up with? Where is, like, Winter Island is probably, the only thing he could do is link up maybe with the Marines, which would be weird and not work. The Straw Hats are in a whole different area now. So he's not going with the Straw Hats. Where do y'all think Law goes from here? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Where do you think Law goes from here? Big question. Blackbeard get Zoe Poneglyph before the boat sank. We don't know. The way Oda skipped to it, and the boat was underwater. Like, they dove underwater, I'm pretty sure. So, and now it's sinking. So I don't think he did get the rubbings, which would not make sense. He would have to get the rubbings because that was literally his whole point for being there. Let's see. Also, did Beppo feel any side effect after taking the Rumble Ball? No tiny grandpa Beppo? That's what I was thinking too. But also, it looks like he only took one well, it depends on if this is the perfected Rumble Ball, the one that Chopper used, in Wano, or if this is like the old kind of formula of Rumble Ball that Chopper used to use where he got no kind of side effect unless he took, what was it, like 3 in one day or something like that. He pushed his limits far like that. It depends. If it's one of those, then I don't think he really has anything to worry about. But if it's the other one, it really, because Chopper is really using the Rumble Ball to, in a way, force his awakening. Whereas Beppo is not a devil fruit user. And he's kind of using it in the same way to force an awakening of sorts. But I feel like Beppo's is more of a natural awakening because those are like more or less his natural powers. Whereas Chopper's is devil fruit interaction and not necessarily his natural powers or original body. So it kind of alters, or he has to do more altering, so he has more side effects. That's how I'm kind of reasoning it in my head. Or maybe Chopper just perfected the Rumble Ball after Wano. Yeah, probably that. Let's see. Also, did Beppo... Okay, I read that one. Probably Elbaf. Meet up with Luffy and Kid again. That would make the most sense, but Beppo is going to swim all the way to Elbaf. That's the only place for him to go, though, that I can see, because where else would you go? I can't see him joining up with the Marines unless he's actually a real member of Sword, you know? One sec. Yeah, unless he's actually a real member of Sword, you know? But those... Maybe. We'll see, because we're getting all the Sword talk now, and all of a sudden Law is crewless. So, I don't know, man. That's sad. I thought he was going to get the completely eradicated. I don't like seeing Law like that, especially coming off of a dub like Wano, Big Mom, all of that happening, and now we see Law back to this level. Doesn't feel right. I knew it was coming. Okay, guys. We all knew it was coming. It just doesn't sit right. Not that it's bad storytelling. I just don't like it. But I'm just glad Law's not dead, so that makes me feel a lot better. Because what I feared for with Law versus with Kid, it's like, okay, Kid can get defeated. We all know Oda isn't going to really kill anybody, though. So even if he looks like he's eradicated, his crew is eradicated, Kid's probably going to be 100% fine. His crew and how he's progressing forward in the story and his character itself were probably eradicated. But Kid himself is still living. Blackbeard is shiesty. He's scheming. He's just a terrible person. He's a terrible person, guys. So, what would a terrible person do to get a fruit like Law's, one of the most powerful fruit in the world, of course, he's going to kill Law. So the chances of Law dying over Kid dying was tremendously high for me. Tremendously high. The only reason he would have stayed alive was because of something like this where he somehow escapes. Blackbeard somehow wanted to use him and imprisoned him. Or he got Law to join him, which that was never going to happen. Let's see. All I know is there's no way Beppo's swimming all the way to Egghead where there is a whole... Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Export. I say Eggport. Yeah, Egghead is not an option. The Straw Hats are going to be leaving there extremely soon, so Egghead is not an option for me. He might meet wherever the Straw Hats are going next, which I guess is going to be Elbath. But Beppo's going to have to get like picked up or rescued by someone, I feel like. Because swimming all the way there, I know he's a polar bear, and Oda's playing on, of course, the polar bear thing. Polar bears can swim for literal miles, guys. They're excellent swimmers. So I'm pretty sure Oda's probably going to end up having Beppo swim to Elbath, and it's going to be kind of a play on how polar bears are really good in water and how they can swim for miles on miles on miles. So I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. I think Elbath and Egghead are the two closest places. Yeah, they are. They're very close. I think they all made it to these places within like a couple days. But that's days sailing on a ship. Swimming? But that might just be a feat for Beppo to overcome and to like go push past his limits plus ultra. Shout out my hero. Go plus ultra and basically do everything for his best friend and captain. And when he arrives on Elbath, he's probably going to be like ridiculously exhausted, fatigued, out of this planet, out the wazoo. And that's going to be like kind of like Beppo's feat. It's going to be Beppo's nothing happened moment, basically. This is Beppo's nothing happened moment. Down on his luck. Everybody's wiped out down. His captain is down. He's literally facing down, even though he's on the ground, literally facing down the probably 4 or 5 or whatever of the strongest Blackbeard Pirates. And he has a moment to where he is able to get them off, get his captain into the water on his back, and escape. Even with the guy with the teleportation fruit, he has enough in him to escape. This is Beppo's nothing happened moment, 100%. And it's beautiful. It's not going to be on Zoro's level. But to do this and then to possibly endure the fatigue of going Sulong, getting out of Sulong, and then swimming possibly days to get to Elbath or whatever next island, he's going to be probably super exhausted. Like I said, this is the nothing happened moment for him. I've seen a lot of people bring up this, but thoughts of the idea of the Straw Hats taking some sort of L with the Egghead incident. Not as crazy as Law and Kid. I like that, actually. I like that export because it seems like it's a running, even though the Straw Hats actually already took their L. It was the 2-year time skip moment. And basically Law and Kid are now reenacting those moments. Law and Kid never had those moments way back in pre-time skip or leading up to the time skip like the Straw Hats had. The Straw Hats already got the Straw Hats were, on that day, the Straw Hats were completely eradicated. He already got that. Luffy and his crew already got that. This might just be Kid and Law's wake up and basically that moment for them. We might get another Straw Hat L, but I don't know if we have. It would have to be a very small L, like the death of somebody or something like that. But we kind of just had that in Wano, where we lost a couple people and like it was kind of felt. But maybe. I definitely do think maybe they feel the loss of the Vegapunks because I think all I think one of the Vegapunks will survive, but the rest of the Vegapunks are going to end up dead. Um, and I think they're going to maybe feel that loss. Narrow escape from Egghead, I think. Vegapunk dies or something. That's exactly how I'm thinking. They narrowly escape from Egghead. Somehow the stratosphere, like labosphere, whatever, actually takes off like they intended. It takes off, blast off. I don't know if Vegapunk actually sets. He probably sets the coordinates right before like a very tense moment where the island's about to get nuked, destroyed by this Buster Call and everything that's happening. And he's on death's door, but he manages to press a button to get the Straw Hat sent away with Bonnie and all of that as they're crying like, no, don't send us, whatever. And he blasts them off. And he blasts them off to Elbath because he knows that Elbath has the information that O'Hara was learning about, researching. He knows that Elbath has Saul. He knows that that's basically the place that they're going to have to go next. So he just sets the course. Kinda, this is a moment. Maybe they do take a slight L, which I said that L is probably going to be the death of Vegapunk and the loss of a great mind in the One Piece world. The greatest mind in the One Piece world. So they're going to take an L, and it's going to be a moment that's kind of similar to how Sabaody did, where Kuma sent all of the Straw Hats to different locations to learn and get better after they took a light L. And it basically prepared them and thrust them. Is how Oda prepared us for the next side of the story, the post-time skip. And this is going to act somewhat on that same plane, where we're going to maybe take a light L. Vegapunk is going to basically act as Oda to thrust us into the next era, the next part of the story, basically. And that'll be going to Elbath and beyond. From there, we're probably going to go Elbath and then either facing the world government. Blackbeard's coming up pretty soon. Yeah. This is where Oda does his thing. I wonder if Frankie is going to get upgraded with Vega Tech. At this point, I don't see it happening on actual Egghead. If Vegapunk or if Frankie gets upgraded with Vega Tech, it's actually gonna be from one of the surviving Vegapunks who catches a ride with the Straw Hats. Not gonna be shocking now. A lot of people wanted Lilith, so she might still be the candidate to go with them, and she'll probably travel with them to Elbath, and then from there, probably stay. Not going to be a permanent member of the Straw Hats. But that's the only way I can see Frankie really getting those upgrades now, because we're in too tense of a situation and don't have that downtime to really do any of that kind of stuff right now. Like, the Marines are here. They're knocking on the door. We have a Gorosei. We have a trader. We have Seraphim running around everywhere causing, like, chaos. Like, yeah. But there's no time for upgraded Frankie Tech. Not right now. Not unless we get a Vegapunk. Please be Lilith. We're opening up a cake shop. Yo, zigzag. Facts. Hey, get that Lilith. Get Lilith. And then we need Yamato to rejoin the crew. And we golden, man. We golden. I'm telling you, we're good from there. See, Man Marked by Flame stuff has gotten more interesting, to be honest. When they first mentioned it, I was super interested in it. Like, one of the highest things that intrigued me. But then as it kind of leveled off, and then they're like, oh, it's probably Saul, and that made the most sense. Now that it's maybe not Saul, and Oda's coming back and adding a little bit of mystery to it, man, I'm really intrigued by that. There's just a lot of really interesting plot threads going on right now in One Piece. The bonding thing, the bonding Kuma thing is one of the highest priorities on my list of things I want to find out. Then we have this whole thing with the Man Marked by Flames now. That's a super interesting mystery. We have the Law thing going on now. Where is he going to end up? Super interesting. Have no idea. We have the Garp Kuzan thing, I guess, at this point now going on. What's happening with Kuzan? Will Garp survive? There's so much going on, not to mention all of the Egghead stuff going on right now. Like, there's so much stuff going on. The fact that this is actually going really, really well, and Oda's handling how he's organizing this super well, I'm nothing but impressed. I think Oda actually learned a lot, and I've said this before in older videos, that I think Oda learned a lot by writing Wano. I think Oda struggled a lot when writing Wano, especially towards that middle end. I think the beginning he had a lot of setup of things he wanted to do, but then he realized it was going to be too bloated, too many characters, too many things going on in one place. And I think he really struggled towards the end to wrap that up effectively without spoiling anything else that was going to be coming soon, per se. And I think that really taught him a lot going into the future about how to not make that mistake again, but how to better structure and keep things compact, not expand the story too much. Even though he has a bunch of plot points going on right now, I think he has a good plan for how to connect those in the end. He knows how to connect those pieces in the end. Let's see. There's so much stuff. Even forgot about the Bonnie. Bro, the Bonnie stuff, I'm telling you, is what I'm most interested in, because Oda's been slowly weaving those threads in and out of the story, literally since we met Kuma. Way back since we met Kuma, he's been weaving this into the story slowly dropping hints about Kuma, slowly unveiling a little bit about Bonnie. Whatever Kuma is and his importance to the world government, I think is going to be one of the biggest things to happen in the story coming. Like, you can go back and read the chapters, especially these Egghead chapters. Go back and read these chapters with Kuma and Bonnie in them. You can just feel Oda kind of like building up to the crescendo, just building up that emotion. It's just like bubbling. And when he finally releases that, when the top finally pops off, I believe it's going to be so emotional. I feel like that's going to be a scene that makes me think about crying or something. Like, I just feel it. Black Ship and Whirlpool throw a wrench into it. Could still be Saul or Scopper. Scopper would be pretty cool. Scopper didn't have a devil fruit back in the day, from what we know. I really want to meet Scopper, especially since we've met Rayleigh, Crocus, and Scopper was supposed to be basically the Sanji of the group. So it wouldn't make sense if we didn't meet Scopper Gabon and he didn't influence Luffy in some way. We had Crocus at the beginning of the Grand Line, signifying like a change in the story, a change in the era of the story, signifying progression in the story. And then we have Rayleigh at Amazon Lily going into the in Sabaody, going into the post time skip. That signified a change, a new era in the story, progression into the story. So it would only really make sense that we have Scopper or another Roger Pirate. Scopper should definitely get his flowers, but Scopper be that entrance into the last part of the story to progress the story into that new era, basically. Yeah, that month long, that's what I was thinking, export. I didn't say it, but as I was discussing that, I was thinking Oda with that 1 month break, I think really helped him set the pace for what he wanted to do with the remainder of the story. It helped him organize himself, I should say, because I really do think Oda got fatigued towards the end of Wano with everything that was going on, and he knew that he had so much more in the story to go, but Wano, he felt, to truly wrap it up well, was taking too long. So he had to make some shortcuts. And I think he wasn't really satisfied with that, and he did catch a lot of backlash for that. But I think he took that 1 month break, and he's come back swinging, and he knows exactly how this last saga is going to be planned out, as like Egghead is a testament of. Egghead is it's basically just Sabo. It's that intro. It's the thing that's going to propel us into the rest of the story. It's that setup where he brings a lot of new things into the story, a lot of new ideas, but it's also intertwining and it's going to set us up for the future. But yeah, man, it's been good. One Piece has been hitting every week since Wano's ended. One Piece has been fire. I feel like I don't know, getting that. I feel like not. I liked Wano, and I don't think it caught as many L's as a lot of people like to say. I do think it struggled somewhere towards that middle end. I do think it did. But that happens with long arcs and trying to wrap them up and everything. But I think post Wano, Oda, with that 1 month long break, Oda was really able to get back to old pre-time skip One Piece. And it really feels like it now. We have, I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot of adventure aspect to it, a lot of suspense aspect to it, a lot of places that we can go, a lot of directions that we can go, and we don't really know exactly where we're going to go. It's back to kind of being unpredictable again. And I just really love it. It just feels really good. I think another thing that kind of held Wano back as a whole, too, is that Wano was it was supposed to embody Japan, basically. That whole isolationist ideology. It was supposed to embody that older isolationist and be Japan of the older time, Edo Japan. And I think it suffered for that, basically, because Oda did a really good job at keeping us basically separated from everything else that was happening in the world. So it really felt like we were on Japan in the Edo time. We had no idea what was going on in the rest of the world. But One Piece, before any of the fights, before any of the powers or any of the anything, One Piece is best at world building, and we lost out on that aspect of One Piece when we visit an isolationist country. We don't get to see as much about the world. We don't get as many little things going in, and then they intertwine, and then they have like connections and stuff like that we never even saw coming. We don't get that on Wano. The tight pace is great. Yeah, it just feels like he has a lot going on, but he's keeping everything very tight and compact, and it just feels good. It feels so good. Nothing feels dragged right now. The pacing is amazing. I hope he keeps this pacing from here on out. It might, there's an eyelash in my freaking eye, but it might end up with One Piece maybe ending sooner, which none of us probably want, even though we want to see the end of One Piece. But if the story works, do whatever makes the story work, guys. Odin stuff and rooftop stuff, Gear 5 is just too good for me to kind of dislike Wano, just because exactly, that's exactly how I feel. There's so many good highs of Wano. That was 4 years of my life where I had probably some of the highest highs reading or watching One Piece. It was brilliant. The Gear 5 stuff, rooftop stuff, oh my God, every single week was amazing. Gear 5 by itself makes that arc amazing just because of the reveal. It literally was trending everywhere. Everybody was talking about that cliffhanger in the reveal. Everybody. And then, like you said, we have the Odin thing. Odin is one of my favorite characters ever because of that flashback. It was simply amazing. That flashback was amazing. I love Odin as a character. Oda did his thing with that. And then what else was mentioned? There was some other stuff like the Sanji fight. I love the Sanji moments. Zoro's fight was even pretty good. There's a lot of good things in Wano. There's some lows in Wano. Some of those middle slow build-up parts, I feel like they might have dragged a little bit. And that's probably where Oda could have done some of his cutting. But he was basically trying to set up Wano and the plights of Wano to get us to feel more for the samurai and the Red Scabbards. So when he did what he did, on Onigashima, we would feel more for them. And people still complain that they didn't feel enough for them. So if he skipped out on that beginning building of Wano and feeling for the people, then we feel even less for them. So he was kind of in a quandary there of do I like cut it a little shorter, or do I try to like commit and really get these people to feel for these characters a little more? Let's see. Wano high points were some of the series' best. It dragged in the Act 2 and in Onigashima. Overall, Wano was good, but I think it's not a top 5 arc. Zigzag, you think a lot like me. You basically, I didn't even read your comment, but we basically just said the exact same thing. I would argue that, are you including Wano and Onigashima together? Because when people say Wano, and sometimes they include just like the first part of actually on the island Wano, and sometimes they separate Onigashima. Wano by itself, no, not a top 5 arc. Wano as a whole, I think it has to be a top 5 arc simply because of the highs. There's nothing in the series that gets as high as this. Please let Megami Ishitani and okay, yeah, Anime Gear 5. She's gonna annihilate that. I'm excited to see Giant Luffy emerge. Yes, with the Thunderbolts. That's exactly the one I'm excited to see. I'm very excited for that one. I'm excited for. I hope they end the episode exactly how the manga ended the paneling, basically. And it's just Luffy laying there after Kaido's like, hey guys, like your captain's defeated, y'all need to surrender, and Luffy's just laying there with the whatever dripping down and smiling. I hope they ended exactly like that, because that's so iconic. I lump Water. Yeah, no, Water 7 and Enies Lot. No, okay. I lump those two together too, as well, but I also don't, because I rate those very differently. Even though I like both of those. It would make my list a lot easier if I did lump those together, because both of those probably occupy somewhere in my top 5. So for me, I would probably go, I simply adore Sabaody. That's my number 1, even more than Marineford. Marineford's good, but honestly, I don't like Marineford as much as some other people like Marineford. That's just how I feel about it. And then we have, what was it called? Enies. I would honestly put Enies Lobby Water 7 over Marineford. And I've watched Marineford a couple times, but I would probably put Enies Lobby Water 7 over Marineford. That's just my opinion. So Sabaody, it's probably actually Enies Lobby Water 7, Sabaody, Marineford. Trying to think. I really liked Whole Cake Island. A lot of people hated on Whole Cake, but I kind of liked Whole Cake. I feel like I would maybe have to put Wano ahead of Whole Cake, so I would go Enies Lobby Water 7, Sabaody, Marineford, Wano with Onigashima combined, Whole Cake. I really like Whole Cake, and I'm a Sanji fan, so definitely I really like Whole Cake. Wedding Cakey. But also after that, I'd probably do Dressrosa, then Arlong Park. I feel like Arlong Park should be a little higher, because Arlong Park has such a special place in my heart, man. Such a special place in my heart. I love it so much. It's what really, really got me kicked off into One Piece when I did. But yeah, Arlong Park after Dressrosa. But Dressrosa has so many. Dressrosa reminds me of Wano, an arc that went very long and people kind of got tired of, but an arc that has some of the highest highs in the show and some of the most emotional moments in the show, but it just dragged at points. And it dealt with that whole slow beginning. It's like the Colosseum went on forever, just like how it seems like Act 1, 2, or whatever went on forever in Wano. And they're just like less fun than the other parts, which kind of dulls them a little. And you have another transformation chapter or another big transformation in that arc. So Dressrosa kind of definitely reminds me of that. And then we got like smaller arcs after that, Zoe and stuff in there. Zoe is up there too. I don't know exactly where to put it. We find out a lot. I really like Zoe. I'd probably put it under Arlong Park. Dang, I'm forgetting Impel Down. Thriller Bark on first watch was completely ass to me. I did not like Thriller Bark. On second watch, Thriller Bark was a lot better to me. A lot better. I rewatched it with Kaylee. First time I watched it on my own. Hated it. At that point, I was only watching English dubs. So One Piece at that point was just, I remember I had to wait on all of Enies Lobby to come out for the dub of One Piece. And it was releasing like every like 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. They would release like a batch of like 10 to 12 One Piece episodes dubbed. And I would basically just have to wait those 6, 8 weeks or whatever, and then I'd just binge watch 12 episodes of One Piece. So I really did that with Thriller Bark. And I think that's what really got me to dislike Thriller Bark, especially the first time I watched it, because it was like 12 episodes. So it took me like, I feel like a year to get through like Thriller Bark, which is kind of crazy. And then what else about Thriller Bark? But especially towards the end of Thriller Bark, with that 12 episodes at a time kind of thing, we got to the nothing happened and all of that stuff happening, and I thought it was going to end and it was still going, and I feel like it started to drag. And yeah, let's see, Whole Cake is my top post time skip. I'm not counting Egghead until it's over. I'm not counting Egghead yet. Egghead will probably rank in my top 6. But yeah, Whole Cake, I want to put Whole Cake at 1, but I don't know. Maybe because of recency bias. Wano just has a lot of stuff that happens. It has a lot of highs that I had. Probably because it was 4 years of my life. But yeah, Whole Cake is GOAT for me. I really like Whole Cake. Let's see. Wano, Dressrosa, Alabaster, and Arlong Park are generally the same plot. Yeah. They're about a princess which is Nami in Arlong, Vivi, Rebecca, and it's more of Momo. Plays the princess role in trying to basically take back their country town from the warlord or Yonko, or in Arlong. Yeah, it just ups the stage. It's basically Arlong is taking over an island. He's not a warlord or anything. Luffy saved Nami's not a princess. Not an official princess, at least. She's definitely a princess. But Luffy saves them, and then we go up and get bigger, and we got a whole country, which is still an island, but a whole country, bigger landmass. And then Luffy has an actual princess. He saves her. Then we go on to Dressrosa. And Dressrosa is basically just like the post-time skip version of Alabasta, which is we get the version of what would happen if Crocodile actually won. Yeah, secret princess. And then, Wano is, Oda just makes slight differences in the story. But they all have, they're the same shells. I won't say they're the same story, but they're the same shell that he just moves around. I had the most fun in Skypiea, to be honest. I had a lot of laugh, and plus really digged Enel. When did you read Skypiea or did you watch Skypiea? Just interested. And when did you actually do it? Was it like while it was like a while ago, or was it currently? Or not currently, recently? You did both. How long ago was it? But depending, it was I liked I remember liking Skypiea, especially but the beginning when I first was watching, because it was different. We were going up. It felt like One Piece at its peak adventure around 2015 ish, maybe. Okay, I probably watched Skypiea. I never read Skypiea. I'll say that, which may be it might be better in the manga. What would you say? Did you like the manga better? Would you say you liked the anime better? Or is it just more of they're pretty similar kind of thing? But I watched it probably back in like maybe 2012, 2013, somewhere around there. I was still in high school at the time. So it had to be before 2014. Um So binge read from 2014, caught up in Dressrosa. So you probably read Skypiea around like 2000, maybe 15. So y'all read Skypiea, it looks like around the same time. And maybe I did a little bit before that. And I really like the adventure. Like I said, that's probably the most mystical, adventurous that One Piece has ever been. Until One Piece takes us to space, I think that's probably the most adventurous, and like when you go on it, you just don't know what to expect. You're like, they're actually doing this in this world. Like, we're taking a ship and we're going up to a mystical legendary place called Sky Island, and then we go up on the cloudy like river going up to the place. They have a person called God. And before this, none of this has been mentioned in the One Piece world. And like after like entering this, it just feels very, very like unique. And I feel like a lot of people like vibe with that. It was a little slow at first for me coming off of Alabasta. It was a little different vibe, especially when we go from like a war-torn country to like a sky island. And it was just a little different, but I did really enjoy it. I need to go back. I rewatched half of it like maybe a couple years ago, and it was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. I do need to go back, though. I will say either of them are not too far off. Seeing crew interaction is just so fun, man. Manga superior to the anime until Wano when select episodes surpass. Well, yeah, the anime back in the day, I think manga was superior in all aspects just because the anime is, especially nowadays, just because the anime is so outdated. The animation is pretty outdated. Some people find that charming, though. I found it charming a little bit, but some people, especially if you're coming off of shows like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, all of those, yeah, you're gonna look old when you try to recommend One Piece, and then they go and they're like, what the hell is this cartoonish ass, weird body shaped ass shit? Zigzag, I need to check out. I've seen like some pictures from the anime. This is off topic though. I've seen some pictures from the animation of what was it that you were recommending? Insomniacs After School, and it looks beautiful. Need to watch it. We haven't had time yet. Sheesh, like this last 2 weeks have been, oh my God, unbelievably busy for us. Family stuff and just getting ready for our trip, and work has been crazy. So yeah, it's been unbelievably busy. It's been hard to just keep up with the reactions we're doing. Like I didn't get to do Hell's Paradise on Saturday or at all this week. So maybe we'll get it recorded today, and I'll just probably save it, and we'll just watch like the 2 episodes when we get back, or 3 episodes, or whatever. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but it's been tough. Been releasing a little bit later than I normally have, but yeah, it's been busy. But definitely need to watch it. Old anime pacing was as bad as Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, exactly. They would like pan from Luffy's shoes, go up halfway, go to Lucci's shoes, pan up halfway, go to Luffy's shoes, spend another 10 seconds panning up to his chest, go to Lucci's shoes, spin or chest, and go another 20 seconds panning up to his face, and then go back to Luffy, and then like 5 minutes have passed, and we're just in a stare down, and they've said like 3 words to each other. So yeah, I can see it. I definitely would recommend a read. Let's see if you. Yeah, I definitely would recommend a read. Let me make sure. Oh, we're looking good. But yeah, what would y'all rate this chapter this week? Back to the chapter in general. I've just been kind of talking about One Piece in general. I didn't mind the piece until Dressrosa happened. And dear God, the pace until Dressrosa. A lot of people had problems with the pace in Dressrosa, but I didn't. I didn't read that one weekly at all. So I probably would have had a problem if I read that weekly or watched that weekly. I didn't catch up to One Piece until Dressrosa, and that's because for a long time I just refused to watch subs. I was a dub guy. I didn't read the manga, so I was just waiting on the dub episodes to come out. Until at one point, me and Kaylee were just like, "Yeah, let's just watch the sub, man." Kaylee caught up. I think soon as Kaylee caught up, when she caught up to me, that's when we started watching in subs, and we just kept on from there. Yeah, there's so many shows this season. I dropped Hell's Paradise, too nihilistic. For me, Insomniacs is peak slice of life. Yeah, I love me some slice of life. We got like a top 10 video, a top 10 rom-com video that we want to do before we leave tomorrow morning. So we're going to try to do it today. I don't know if we'll get it done. It's going to be busy. We're going to try, though, because we're not going to be able to do videos really in Hawaii, nor probably will we really want to. But yeah, just to not mess up the releases and just momentum of the channel and everything. I would like to have something lined up to release, but we'll see. I will be doing, I'm definitely going to be videoing, probably starting tonight at some point and all of that, of a vlog. So if y'all are interested in that, I don't know if I'm going to post it on this channel because it doesn't really go with the content, even though I feel like I want to post whatever I feel like on my channel, but I know that messes with the algorithm, and not everybody's interested. They only want to see anime reactions. They're not interested in us or our vacation at all. But so I'll probably post it on my other channel. I might just change that name of that channel to our vlogging channel or something, because I want to start doing vlogs more. Maybe start going to places around the area, trying new restaurants and stuff like that, and going on little dates and stuff with Kaylee, and just vlogging and stuff like that on my other channel. So just to keep the content separated. But yeah, look forward to that. If y'all are interested in that, we will for sure be doing that. I don't know how long it's going to take to edit, because I've never thought about editing a vlog before. Well, I've thought about editing a vlog, but I've never really edited a vlog before. So I don't know how that's going to go. I'll do the best I can, and I've never filmed a vlog before, but I've been watching a lot of vlog videos for research lately, and that's been kind of my interest. Well, vlog adventure videos. Been watching I found Abroad in Japan recently, and some other people similar to that. So I've been watching them, and it just got me inspired. I kind of want to do something like that. And with my channel, I've always wanted to strive to do a variety of content. Lately, we've only been doing reactions and stuff like that, because that's where the channel's been going. But to keep it fresh and to keep like having fun with it, to keep my creative juices flowing and everything, I definitely want to still make time to just put a variety of content out there, do a variety of things, and just have fun with it. I'll probably next season, maybe even starting with this season, some of the shows that maybe haven't done quite as well with views, maybe like Marshall. Surprisingly, Marshall hasn't done very good with views. But maybe like series like that, I might cut back and maybe just do an in-season watch through, just to kind of like free up some more time for us to do other variety of things. Because what's the point of like doing a Marshall reaction or something like that, wasting time filming it and editing it and a few hours and stuff like that for that thumbnail and all that, getting it up if it's only going to get like a couple hundred, few hundred views, when I could make a video that I'm like more passionate about and still watch the Marshall episode with Kaylee like at night in bed relaxing. So just like things like that, maybe next season, like cutting it down to just the very few important shows that I want, maybe not as many. I might have taken slightly too many this season, but it's going okay. But yeah, just give myself time to make videos and dedicate myself to even more things that I like to do, because I mean, you want to keep it fresh, you want to have your creative juices flowing. But yeah, let's see. I'd be interested in a top 10 rom-coms, sit in a hammock and write the script. Yeah, that's definitely coming. Like top 10 rom-coms, like probably going to be just like top 10 you can watch with your significant other, or much watches with your significant others. We have another one we're planning. We're going to bring back, I don't know if y'all have seen these videos. They're months old now. They're some of the first videos we're doing on the channel, mixing in other things, new things. The questions and quizzes, where I kind of like interview Kaylee and then we play a game, or I interview somebody I bring on the channel. It'll be like anime related questions or something like that, to see what are their thoughts, where they started with it and all of that. And then we play like a little game with some consequences at the end. I'm definitely thinking about bringing those back because those were fun. Don't know if y'all would be interested in something like that, but put it out there and see how it feels. Definitely just want to change up and do more variety of content, though. Not just a variety of shows, but like a variety of different content. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing the vlog. That's 100%. Bringing my camera. I got our clip-on mics for the phone, because I'll probably record a lot of stuff from my phone too, just so I don't have to bring my camera everywhere. And phone, I was about to say, this is the 14 Pro, so this camera is probably just as good as my camera, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it should be fun, guys. Expect that content. We'll see if we can get this video recorded. It will probably not be edited by the time we leave, but maybe see if we can get this top 10 video recorded before we leave, and then maybe get it edited in my downtime in Hawaii if I can, just here and there. Maybe on the plane, get some of that edited. Yeah, that would be actually a good point, if I can like get the access and everything to get it done on the plane, because that's going to be a long flight. Well, yeah, I hope y'all are looking forward to that. I'm really excited about that project. It's something that I've kind of wanted to do for a while. Just hadn't gotten a chance to really do it yet. And yeah, hope y'all enjoy that, because if y'all do, I'm down to make even more videos like that. But yeah, let's see. Any more announcements for the channel? Is anything coming out today? I think I'm caught up with everything that we're watching. Like I said, we missed Hell's Paradise this week, but that's fine. We'll catch up with it. Let's see, Hell's Paradise. We did Oshinoko. We did Skip and Loafer. Insomniacs After School, I've wanted to react to that, but at this point it'll probably just be me and Kaylee watch on our own. And then I've also thought about adding review videos in there, like if we watch a show on our own, like instead of maybe doing reactions to everything, pick certain shows that we're watching on our own, and then like halfway through or a few episodes in, like kind of do of like my first impressions of it so far, like a review of the season or something like that. Just adding more content, variety, creativeness to it, stuff like that. So hope y'all are interested in things like that. Dang, it got dark outside. It's gonna rain or something. But yeah, but I've been going hour 19. It's 2. Still need to pack because that's just the type of guy I am. Focus, camera. That's just the type of guy I am. I'm a last minute packer, guys. Yeah, I probably still won't pack until like tonight, and we leave early in the morning. But that's just me. Still need to record maybe if we have time and drop off Asta. Yeah, we got busy day ahead of me, but wanted to get on here, read One Piece because I have the time, opportunity to do it. When I do have the time and opportunity, I love to jump on here and watch One Piece, talk One Piece real time with you guys, because One Piece is definitely a passion of mine. One Piece is something. One Piece is the reason I started this channel. I don't even do One Piece on this channel anymore. And I do want to start doing the One Piece anime on hype chapters. Or not chapters. Hype episodes. I do want to start reacting to the One Piece anime. Because like I said, One Piece is something that I'm really passionate about. Something that I really love. And it's, like I said, the real reason I started this channel. So, yeah, it's always good to hop on. Start back from my roots. Live reacting with you guys on a Thursday to a new One Piece chapter. So shout out to One Piece chapter 1081. Like you said, Zigzag, 9 out of 10, I think. Nothing crazy, but very good, very informative, transitional chapter. Where do we go from here? We'll see. Catch y'all next time, though. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll catch you on the flip. Peace.